A lot of people like the short-term gains. You want immediate results, immediate likes, immediate everything, right? But as Eepmon, I'm doing this like over 12 years, and I like to still think I'm getting started. And because I want to set myself up for the long term. What am I doing now today that will enable me to build upon 10 years down the road, right? So therefore, I'm very selective of the type of projects I work on, the type of people I hang out with. Positive, genuine people, positive, authentic people, right? Who also understand. Yeah, so I've worked with a plethora of different industries, but also very, very careful in who I choose to work with. So one of the collaborations I worked with back in 2008 was Microsoft Xbox 360, Mini Cooper Canada, most recently Bridgehead Coffee, Ottawa's very own Bridgehead Coffee. The project that I would most consider memorable is my collaboration with Canada Goose. And the reason why I felt that this was something that was very important, it was a very grassroots collaboration. That just like I don't want to be an artist and here's the artwork and that's it. Like it's so easy to tell a kind of a fabricated story. This artwork, this, but really at the end of the day, all I did was submit a graphic. No, I want to be involved in their entire process. Concept, design, development, prototyping, marketing, the whole thing. Because that whole experience is the art, right? We all start somewhere, right? I was a student. I started off and I looked up for certain individuals, and I always had to question how they do it. What got you there? God, holy shit! Like I have a computer science background and I'm doing fashion design. But does that work back then? Maybe you'd be called crazy, but we could do it today. I don't force anything into my creative process at the beginning. Like sometimes. I have to. I travel, things I observe. I don't, things I feel, things I get inspired by. Just let it all kind of like put in the melting pot, and allow like if something surfaces, I'm like, maybe there's something I like to explore. Then I will take that as an example. I would definitely explore further. I basically, draw them by hand, and then I would scan it into computer. And then I'm using Adobe Illustrator to vectorize or kind of convert it to vector. And I've also developed my own proprietary program that helps in the process of using algorithms to generate my artwork. I mean, funny enough, I'm not necessarily inspired by visual art. I'm inspired by everything else because, I'm inspired by stories, people's stories. It doesn't matter from who or when or what. I'm inspired by whether or not they have lived. You know what I mean? Through my creative trajectory, I realized there were 5 key things that I seem to do in repetition. And not in any particular order. The 5 are do the work, persevere, relationships, travel often, and the big picture. The big picture is all about building that momentum that's going to carry you forward down the road. Where I am right now is really no mistake. It's because I've set myself up, and also with a positive mind, positive like thinking, being optimistic, but also doing good work, taking the right amount of time to prepare myself for the next thing. So, the long shot's important. Don't jump into anything quickly because you also have to develop yourself.